Sometimes you discover errors in a CAD file, be it from an outside source or internal drafting errors. Some of these errors can cause serious problems with Carlson, especially when it comes to creating a surface model. Carlson has a routine called drawing cleanup that can help address some of those problems. If you take a quick look at this CAD file, I can see quickly that the UCS icon here indicates that there is, in fact, a user coordinate system set. User coordinate systems can cause problems with several of the Carlson routines, so those always need to be set to world. Additionally, vertical data errors are one of the most common problems, especially again when it comes to creating a surface model. If you take a quick look at this file in 3D, and I like to use Viewpoint 3D, if I set to 0 by either clicking on the 0 icon or typing in 0 in the XY plane, this creates a view perpendicular to the data. The straight line across the middle of this data is elevation 0. So I can quickly see, and by moving my cursor around, notice that I have negative elevations in this drawing. So let's take a look at the drawing cleanup routine and examine some of the options to automatically fix these issues. First thing I'm going to do is return to my plan view. I now execute drawing cleanup. If you take a look at drawing cleanup, there are checkboxes for all the routines that this program will do. It is wise to take a look at these individually and make sure that each one of the corrections are something, in fact, that you want to have happen. For example, set user coordinate system to world coordinates. We always want to have that set. Converting architectural units that may or may not apply. Importing XREF to current drawing. Let's just take a quick look of that. If we look at our XREF manager, we will see that there are, in fact, two XREFs loaded into this drawing, parcels and property lines. So if you would like to insert those into your drawing so they're no longer part of an XREF, this option will do that. Removing layers with no entities will strip the drawing of all unused layers, significantly reducing the number of layers to contend with. Removing unused blocks, line types, and styles is often helpful. Removing duplicate line work is a nice tool, and it gives you a tolerance on how close the line work could be from each other before it would strip it from the drawing. Same with duplicate points. Joining line work with same endpoints would automatically read through the drawing and connect line work. I am going to not take that option. I prefer to make those kind of changes manually. Convert splines, multilines, and regions into polylines. I'm going to leave that off for now. There are no Civil 3D objects in this drawing, so I'm going to skip that option. I am going to leave on convert entities with extrusion to world coordinates just in case there are such entities. I'm going to leave on erase blank text entities and skip hatch entities. I am going to leave remove zero length and fragment line work on. There can at times be pieces of line work left in a drawing with a zero length or very small length that happen from trim commands and break commands and similar functions like that. I'm going to not remove arcs from polylines or reduce vertices. Again, those are options I like to do manually. I do want to pay attention to this. Set elevations outside range to 0. What that command will do, we'll find all entities within an elevation range as specified in these two boxes. To determine the elevation range, you simply scan the drawing and it will display the minimum and maximum elevations within that drawing. You can see that it shows a minimum elevation of a -21 and a maximum elevation of over 57. So by examining the site data, I know that there should be nothing below 0, but there are elevations around 8 or 9 feet. So I'm going to set this to 0. I'm going to choose the entire drawing instead of a selection set. Once I have all these options set, I just simply hit OK. The drawing responds with a report of all the XREFs that were brought into the drawing, entities with extrusion, so there were some of those, blank text entities, 86 empty layers, and so on. 26 duplicate line work entities. You can print and save this report if you like. My drawing is reset to world coordinates. However, this routine did not reset my cursor. So if I would like to turn my drawing back to the orientation that it originally started with, the routine to do that in Carlson is the twist screen, which I'll explain better for the pull-down menu. Twist screen, and my most commonly used option is line polyline or text. So I'm just going to simply pick a piece of text that's already been drawn, and the drawing will reorient itself so I'm now perpendicular to the screen again.